Hi, I'm Bill Collier with the Tioga Freedomists. We are here today with Paul Watkins, and Mr. Watkins has announced via his Facebook page, which is now, what's the title of your Facebook page now, Mr. Watkins?
Paul Watkins for Tioga County Commissioner.
Paul Watkins for Tioga County Commissioner. You need to go to the page, check out his announcement. Evidently, you were on MSNBC. And they didn't quite understand how esoteric or real or what happened there.
Whenever I watch that show, I can't imagine where these words come from, and how I think that Rachel Maddow has a contest in her mind to see how many times she can say a word in one paragraph.
And it's always a different word every episode.
Esoteric, preposterous, the list goes on.
Yeah, boots on the ground. Remember that one?
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating to me.
So he has announced that he's actually going to run for county commission, and that election is being held next year, 2015. Is the primary again going to be in May?
Yes.
So we're going to be looking at a May primary, and then November of 2015 we actually will be holding the election for county commission. So you have an opportunity to vote for Mr. Watkins. So we're going to talk a little bit about, what you would do as county commissioner and why you're running. You did run for sheriff, and
Yes.
for somebody who nobody knew at all before the event, had a very respectful showing. What are you going to do this time in order to get the word out about you running for commissioner?
Well, that's why I made this announcement so early, because I wanted more time. I didn't want it to be just about yard signs and radio ads. I actually wanted to go and talk to people and meet people and get some feedback and throw some ideas out there.
So you're going to be discussing things more with people, holding events. Certainly, you're on Facebook quite a bit already. You've maintained that. I think I was truly entertained when, what was that? We had a storm where people were losing their power.
Well, remember the government.
You lived underground. The government shut down. Yeah, he lived
survive.
underground during the
There's
government
no
shutdown.
way to survive.
So you're out now.
Yes.
So how's that?
I've been out and I've been traveling. I've been working on my tan,
Yeah,
and,
it's not working.
reading some
No.
books, and working on some new recipes. I mean, a lot. I got a lot going on.
So life is going on with the
Yes.
government now.
Yes.
Now you aim as a county commissioner to go in there and use your skills. You're obviously a businessman. You're an organizer to help our county. How do you plan on doing that when you win, if you win?
I want to go into it with a completely open mind. I want to look for efficiencies. I want to look for economies of scale. I want to look for ways for the government to invest in the county. When I watch all these different bureaucracies that loan money for this and loan money for that, this Tioga County Development Corporation, these kind of things, I'm not saying they're bad. I just want to look at them. I want to learn more about this stuff. I want to know why the county can't make direct investments and cut all that out. It doesn't make any sense to me.
So when you ran for sheriff, the issue was, well, you don't have law enforcement background. What do you think is the qualification for county commissioner?
Well, you got to be 18 and a resident.
That is the qualification,
That's the
isn't it?
qualification. And
That's the
after that, I think you should be able to read and add and show up to work on time and be polite to the people around you and maybe bring some ideas that we haven't been regurgitating for the last 100 years here in this county.
So you don't think that in order to be a county commissioner, you have to have years of experience working for or in the government or in some other elected office?
Oh, I would hope not. I don't want any more. I don't want to see any more people that have been in government for years in these offices. It's over. It's time to go. It's not working. It's not effective. Everything's exactly the same now as it was when I was a kid, and I want to try some new things.
So as a county commissioner, if you were elected, would you term limit yourself or?
Oh yes, I don't want to do this forever. I can't imagine it. I think if I like it, if I'm engaged, if I've got some good ideas and I've got some good responses and the support of the people, I would run for re-election one time, and that's it. That's the max. I got other things I want to do in my life too. I want to try some other things, but I want to try this now. I've got some things to offer, and I want to give it a whirl.
So the difference is then that with this, you're not dealing with a situation where you ran for sheriff and people thought, obviously, that they wanted somebody with law enforcement background. And I think you and I were on the same page as far as that, that issue, that neither one of us felt like that was necessary. But the people did, and they spoke. But in this case, we're not dealing with that kind of scenario. You have a background in business. Tell me a little bit more about how you've built your business. I mean, I know your story more, and I know you started with nothing and really struggled and built something pretty substantial.
Well, I'm really good at finding ways to save money, to be more efficient. I'm very creative in my head. You know, I don't get stuck with one way of doing things. I like to try other things. I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid to lose. And I think that's how we need to be attacking the issues facing us today.
Right. So you started with nothing. You built a business because you're able to adapt and change and always look for new ways to do things instead of just being kind of in this rut of, well, we always did it this way.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is people in office, they want to get reelected. And I don't think they want to rock the boat. And I think we see it at the national level. We see it down at the local level. And I think we should start looking for people that don't want to be politicians. They have some ideas. Let's try them. If they don't work, we'll vote them out.
And you have a local business here that's actually done pretty well down at the lake.
Yep. I started a little concession business down at the Count Esky Lake. And it was a food vendor and kayaks and boat slips. This year we're going to expand to both sides of the lake. We've got a lot of big plans with the Corps of Engineers for cabins and primitive cabins and that sort of thing. We're actually talking about a restaurant. There's several things that are going on, and we're gonna, I'm going to keep building that too.
And how many people did you employ last year? A number of them, right?
Yeah, I think there were 12. I think if I remember right, there were 12 part-time employees. We've got one working now.
Right. So
on marketing and things like that. Next year it'll be more. There'll be more.
So we're going to hear more from Mr. Watkins as we go, and then if you have events, let us know so we can cover them. Folks, this is Paul Watkins, who is running for County Commission next year. So get ready, and I'm sure other people are going to be doing the same thing, and we'll be interviewing them as well. Thank you. This has been Bill Collier with the Tioga Freedomist.
Thanks, Bill.
2015.
Well,
Oh, wait, that is
I
next
said
year.
next year.
I'm still thinking it was 2013.
Yeah.
My phone was